But the thing is, KT.RY's playstyle from game number 1 is all about that acceleration, is all about that speed plays, right? That aggression. So it's a big question mark for Team Flash. How do you want to play this out as a Kassadin pickup?
One of the premier late game champions for sure, but is a good enough counter to the Vladimir, because again, the innate magic resistance, magic defense shield here and there, and also being able to isolate Vladimir when it comes to team fights allows for your team to negate the massive impact that the Vladimir brings into a team fight, which is AoE. Now, what I really love about Team Flash is that they really want to pressure down KT.RY by picking up the Lucian. Lucian is known to be what I would say the best laning marksman, just because of his kit. Overall, you can bully your opponents, basically dominate the bot side through it. So you look at the draft here of Team Flash, very, very good overall.
Yeah, it is indeed really good, right? You have the sustain coming in with the likes of the Ornn, you have the Kassadin, you have the 8 procs as well. But so much shift when it comes to these champions. Lucian going top is a little bit more of that question mark though. Is this going to be Yonti going to...
The best lane to be in as a Lucian is against the Ashe, not against the Vladimir. Because here in the mid lane, right, if it's going to be a Vladimir versus Lucian matchup, where do you put your Kassadin? Your Kassadin will be basically defenseless.
Okay.
It's a lane swap, dude.
Okay, it's a lane swap. I was really curious. How is this supposed to work here for the side of the Team Flash? But instead they're going back into the standards with Kassadin going to the mid. It's just a bit of switch and roll.
I don't think they will be able to kill Yonti, but that's information provided to the members of Team Flash that Daw might just be getting some camps, and in return, you look at the map, there is already aggression towards the red buff via also doing his own share of counter jumping, which is a very good sign if you're a fan of Team Flash.
Yeah, 100%, right? Because the thing is, Evelynn is one of the fastest clearing as well when it comes to these multi-unit camps for the jungle, right? That is why Raptors just got melted. You have the Krugs as well being melted. It's just so fast. And that is the reason why as well that Daw is able to do this aggression.
Oh, Curse Blood possible?
So low.
That was a 2v1, man.
One with Gale? Oh, did not commit.
I don't think Zero had flash. Zero came back from the base. And this is also the same thing that we saw from game number 1 in where Zero was the first one to go home. But one thing that is really known about the Evelynn is that when it comes to early game, or her early game, level 1 to 4, you can actually target her down. Now, KT.RY, they were able to deny Team Flash's aggression against the Evelynn, which means that she will have free access to level 5. And level 5 Evelynn is where she becomes a lot scarier, right? Like, the ultimate allows her to go invisible. The ultimate allows her to go for the Lascaris execute as well. And you look at the way things are going right now for KT.RY, one would say that, hey, they were so lucky, but on the top side...
Possible goes in for the charm, as long as the flash, but the trade, T3 secures Jax instead.
And now 368, trying to sniff out Daw. What Daw? Super smart. Bot lane though.
Zero. Tricky to force a retreat. They will not secure the trade. KT.RY lost the first blood.
I won't deny it. I'm rooting for the underdog right now. When you look at this dive, this is definitely a big whoopsie for KT.RY. This is what happens when you don't have the last caress. And the first one to take the aggro was the Jax. Enough HP. Good flash to make sure that he survives. T3 outplays Rattel on the top side. A very good sign for Team Flash. But on the bot lane though, there was an opportunity for Kyuden to get the kill against Zero, but he targeted Acrobat. And again, those are the things that, what I would say, things that if it was a different marksman player, if it was a player that was really playing a lot of Dragon Laners, then maybe, just maybe, they will be able to get that lane kill. But again, all these transitions here and there, all these role swaps by Team Flash, it's really super questionable, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, now look at T68. Charging the Vault Breaker here, will not commit. Yonti in danger. Call the Forge God already used. Zones away. KT rolls to the line, go for the engage. Now you had to follow up for T68. Cease and desist onto Evelyn as he ceased to exist.
Very good counter gank once again for Team Flash. Yonti being extremely lucky, surviving with 1 HP. KT.RY dropping the ball 2 times in a row, and this looks super good. If you are a fan of the Vietnamese squad, we look at that play once again. Lascaris missing, Mr. Daw not hitting the mark, and again, a very quick counter engage coming from Team Flash. So easy to execute when they overextend.
Yeah, and this is pretty much what Team Flash needs, right? You have the Lucian coming into the early game, level 5 for the Vi as well with a cease and desist. It's just so much CC's possibility to engage in those fights, and thus far, Team Flash has been able to capitalize onto their power here in this early game.
So far, so good. And you look at Shaky right now, 67% kill participation on the Orn. Is doing a very good job in controlling Zero and KT.RY's aggression overall. Now, 15 seconds before the first objective spawns up, Team Flash will have the perfect opportunity to secure at least one of the 2 objectives.
Yeah, and considering KT.RY has a massive advantage as well, effectively they are going into the flip side of the objectives here, but Zero now in trouble. Shield of Durant goes for the 3-man taunt, and now the calling will connect on the Zero, but will not be enough. And now the next target will be Acrobat. Uses up the flash. The ultimate from Zero might have just saved him, but will not be enough. 1-for-1 trade is secured. Now Rift Herald, look at this. It's Rattel who has eyes on 368. Will be able to dodge the pull by T3, but in the end, it will be Team Flash who will be able to secure the objective.
It was a very scattered fight. It was 2-for-2 overall. But the objective again goes over to Team Flash, advantage to their side once again. I was just looking at the way the team fight went, right? Like Hero's entrance, enough resistances to survive, to help out his carry. The good thing about that is that Zero was still able to survive. Now Team Flash, feeling that they have the advantage, will be securing the vision here around the dragon. And I won't be surprised if they will have another victory because they can summon the Rift Herald here in the mid lane and start the dragon.
Clever. Very clever here by Team Flash, making use of Shelly for the macro plays to go into the dragon objective. But they will not secure it. Okay, they will secure the Tapper's blood here for Team Flash. I was a bit scared, not gonna lie, but in the end, Team Flash was still able to get the Tapper's blood, get the Rift Herald, and get the dragon.
And now T3, it's a wide miss coming from the arrow.
Does here as well to play. Rattel being targeted by the third counter-strike as well to stun T3, deny that possible counter-engage, and thus far, no casualties from the top side.
Yeah, T3 playing that well. That's twice in a row that he was able to survive all those dives, and this time, no flash needed, brothers and sisters. T3, so far, so good on the top side. Aatrox, man, oh man. It's not every day that we see Aatrox at the top side. But when this far ahead, sure, yeah, it could definitely be one pick that is worth considering.
Yeah. We'll see though. Now Zero. Going to the fan, top side, Shield of Durant, 3-man taunt. Could follow up. Daw is here. Rattel to follow up as well. Denies the possible push here by Team Flash. Forces them to retreat.
Yeah, it's a 3k advantage to the side of Team Flash. No
Luna.
punish.
Oh, so risky.
Oh, transfusion, Hemoplague.
Yanti goes in with a Sanguine pull. Arrow connects. That save KT.RY's life for Luna.
Oh man, that's a tilter. Oh, and again, you have to credit Acrobat hitting the mark, bullseye, straight to the head, straight to the heart. That slows down Team Flash's aggression. Surely, right? Like, if you're a KT.RY, you need that desperately.
Yeah, and as well, to make my hats off to Luna's play there into the bottom lane, that Sanguine pull was pretty much perfect timing, because when the Rift Walk came through, that was instantaneous coming for Luna.
one of the reasons why it's so hard to face against the Vladimir. As you can see, the Sanguine Pool basically renders you untargetable. It's a free Zonias, brothers and sisters.
Oh yeah.
On the top side though,
T3 has no information there, but has sensed that Zero is onto the top side of the map, has to retreat, and has to play it safe. Team Flash. Hovering onto the bot side of the map here, Luna doesn't know. Have no information.
They will be content in taking away some resources here. Infinity and yeah, that red buff. Not bad.
368. Ball breaker will not connect, and Luna will be back home safe.
They're going for trades.
And
T3
Charms on the T3, followed up with a Justice Punch. Repel will not be able to connect the counter strike, but the last caress as a finishing blow brings down Aatrox.
That's a lot of investment though, and even Acrobat is about to die here. Hero's entrance! Great! Okay, so Acrobat survives, and Luna! Oh wow. This is basically the start of something so good for KT.RY, because at least now they have a win condition in Luna.
Yeah, they need that. They need those trades when it comes to values, because thus far, coming into the first couple of minutes into the matchup, Team Flash was consistently getting every single objective and every single kills away from their team, and they just needed those kills already coming into the stage.
Yeah, this solo kill, Luna just knows that he has enough damage. One would say that, hey, you know what, the tale of Kassadin being the counter pick against the Vladimir will remain basically a tale. And it's a different story whenever you see Luna on this champion, because he's so effective on it, knows the limit of this champion. And you look at how he built his items, does have the Ruby Crystal just for extra HP, and then immediately went for all the AP items that he needs to get the advantage in a 1v1 scenario. The Kassadin just needs to be careful, that's for sure.
Definitely be. Especially having to wait a little bit more towards that level 13 for Kassadin to be really excel and break loose coming into this game number 2 for KT.RY. Hovering on top side of the map, T3 has no information. Crystal Arrow connect.
Finally.
The charm could connect. You have the hero's entrance. CC chain is perfect. He was perma CC'd and there was just no escape. Now Team Flash couldn't. Hopes to trade back. Will not be able to do so, but the calling not connecting onto Zero. Now you have the charm.
Oh, charm.
Be engaged onto Kudan, but will not have sufficient time to be able to push through.
And that's a good dash away coming from Qden as well. But you're seeing KT.RY, the change in their tempo, the change in their attitude. Now they're the aggressors. In Team Flash, slowly but surely, they are feeling the pressure coming in from KT.RY. They do have 2 dragons though.
And we'll see Luna single-handedly trying to go in for the 1v3, and China Crystal Arrow will connect onto one, the tri-brush, and that is a signal for KT.RY to engage. Kassadin got melted.
Yanti, that's his 4th death if I'm not mistaken, 3rd death in the game. He needs to improve his play if Team Flash wants to extend the series. 368 won't find his mark. Acrobat once again survives with his flash available, and KT.RY, although they're surrendering some towers here and there, they're finding some trades. You look at the bot lane, that's already destroyed, and you kind of like your chance if you're KT.RY compared to what happened earlier, compared to the gap that we saw earlier. That was a 3k gap. It's now down to 700.
Yeah, it was totally different, right? It was totally different for what we have seen, especially coming into game number 1. Team Flash has been performing quite drastically, has massive improvements here into the series thus far, and they're 1 dragon away for the soul.
That's definitely the win condition for Team Flash. If they secure the soul, things will definitely change for the better. Yeah, it's an Infernal Soul. An Infernal Soul basically gives you more damage, which you basically need, especially with the threats coming in from KT.RY. Now, with everything said and done, the 3rd dragon won't spawn. Wait.
Crystal Arrow connects, followed up by Zero Justin's punch. A lot of CCs will not be enough though, as Tricky is a little bit more
Ratel?
tanky. Looking at the backside, Ratel goes in for the
Charm?
368. The stun connects, the charm connects. Everything will come into the favor of KT.RY, but a call of the Forge God disengages them, and Shiki goes into the backside. Luna has to use the Sanguine pull, and now it is Zero just single-handedly going in for the 4-man taunt, but he will be the sacrificial lamb. Team Flash pounces back.
Finally, they get the fight that they wanted. KT.RY really went over aggressive and really overcommitted their ultimates onto just one target. And with one timely stasis play, 368 was able to turn things around for Team Flash. This Baron, there's no way in hell that this will be stolen by KT.RY.
Team Flash will be able to secure the Baron after coming back into that fight.
Yeah, that stasis play with T3 being ready to punish all of them. Qden also cutting the path, exit path on the members of KT.RY. You see Acrobat was not even able to do a thing. He was throwing some volleys here and there. Arrow was not really the best. And again, one would say that, hey, you know what? Maybe Ezreal was the better choice.
Yeah, it was just really unfortunate right now for KT.RY. Now they are on the back foot. They are on the corner of their room. What can they do up against Team Flash's dominance coming into this game number 2?
With Team Flash having... oh wait, hang on.
Crystal arrow connects, and that will just be the finishing blow coming in from Doghoff. The Force God connects though as a counter engage, and that will be 368 to follow suit. Team Flash gets the trade secured. But then Lucian falls down as Luna secures him. Now Zero Justice Punch onto 368, but still, you still have the Guardian Angel for the jungler for Team Flash to be able to escape that adversity.
No!
Coming into that, it was a little bit too aggressive from the Aatrox as Acrobat punches.
That's the best thing that could ever happen for KT.RY, because now the dragon is about to spawn up. With KT.RY being able to deny the Infernal Soul, Team Flash being a little bit over aggressive. You know what, on the top side, I won't fault them for trying to push down the tower. And for trying to be a little bit extra aggressive. But I guess T3 is the one that needs to control his patience, needs to control his play. Because T3 is going to be very vital in the upcoming team fight. 368 though does have the Guardian Angel and wants to secure the soul for Team Flash.
And we have to remember, Yonti is already at level 13 with the Kassadin, so that is security when it comes to that scaling coming in from the Kassadin as well at this stage of the game. Cease and desist coming in to the backside. Luna is deleted. Now this just brings it down to a 4v5. Daw looks into the backside, goes for the last caress. That will be Lucian traded it out, but Daw is ignited. Tick, tick, tick. The junglers are moved. KT.RY. Acrobat is the next target. Team Flash follows up. We'll go in for the meter entrance to secure it. And Yonti will be able to follow through, and KT.RY lost 3 of their people coming in from that engage.
Ratel was nowhere to be found. He recalled. I thought for a second that he will go for the flank, but Team Flash very decisive. Luna evaporating in an instant. That means that Team Flash now have the soul. And I guess it's safe to say that this is unlosable infinity. We might be having a game number 3.
We definitely are. Team Flash coming into game number 2 compared into game 1 is a totally different story. They just went and countered it out. KT.RY cannot perform up against Team Flash's power at the moment, at this current state, and having the Infernal Soul as well to their favor brings their damage to a much heftier state.
Oh, it's going to be very explosive for sure. You have to feel for Luna, right? Like, he disappeared without a trace, with just one combo coming in from 368. He did not respect the season desist to come in. He could have used the Sanguine Pool to just make sure that the lockdown won't connect. And although Daw was able to get the heads of the Lucian, it wasn't enough. Yonti is already past level 13, and this is where he's super scary.
Oh, China Crystal Arrow denies the Vault Breaker. Cease and desist onto 0 QSS. Denies the ultimate coming from 368. But look at into the backside. It's Ratel. Goes in for the TP. Counter-Strike is there. Hero's entrance.
Onto 3.
3-man knock-up. And now Qden is in danger. Last grip. Finishes him out. And now KT.RY. This is a signal for them to make it back. Luna goes in for the Tide of Bloods as well. Transfusion gives us so much damage. But that is a 1-for-1 trade for now.
I thought it was unlosable. but KT.RY is doing all the right things to make it even. Now Elder Dragon is open for the taking. A 4v5 Team Flash, man disadvantage.
But the Jack is now up as well. Now going in, Justice Punch. 368 is in danger. Luna goes into the middle. Tides of Blood. Shaky is down low. They secure the support for Team Flash. And now KT.RY has the numbers advantage coming into the Elder Drake.
It's a 5v3 Infinity. 368 still alive though. So there is still a threat of a steal, but Zero is here to play guard.
Vault Breaker is readied up. Zero goes in for the Shield of Durant, taunts onto one, you have the Justice Punch, takes his dash at his bot, but KT.RY secures the Elder Drake, and Team Flash will be deleted! Aatrox coming into the backside though, Counter-Strike going in for the stun, it hopes to get the trade back, but Team Flash will still succeed, securing Game 2!
Oh man!